Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry. So, I have just made a little mistake. I have been recording, in inverted quotes, for I don't know how long, because I wasn't recording. Maybe like 30-40 minutes? So I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, well, I just need, how long have we been going? How much time have we got left? And then realized I hadn't hit the record button. I checked my audio levels, I made sure the audio was going into the recording software. I didn't make sure I actually hit record. So, rookie mistake. I did briefly consider reloading the save and going through all the stuff I've done again, but then I thought, nah, let's not do that. So, what have I done in all the time I've just been talking to myself? Just wasting my breath talking to myself. We've added this more stuff to mine because we were running out of limestone because they were once again just digging up lots of rock, which is the problem when you're trying to dig limestone out of here and there is literally a mountain on top of you. So we did that. That's wonderful. We didn't do anything down here, just trying to remind myself. We have doubled the amount of recycling plants that we have because we saw that this was all backing up quite considerably. And you can see that these two are coming in and they're almost filling that Mark II belt as it is. And that's been going for quite a while now and it's still struggling to get rid of it all. And there is a pretty consistent amount of recycling coming out of this. Like, that's a huge amount. So yeah, we've got two of these going now. That's all awesome. We've got a pretty, again, consistent amount of stuff going on to this belt. There are a few gaps, but I don't know how long that's going to last. We also spent, I don't know, a good 20 minutes just working on this bit over here. How much did these output? 24. So let's... Because you can't all... Or you probably all could fit there, because it's a silly thing. It's a like a sort of thing. But let's, just for completeness, let's do that. Okay. So we have got 4 glass makers going now. This was a massive pain. Lots of reshuffling. You can see the absolutely preposterous route this now has to take to find pillars, which is stupid because it can find a pillar there. But it's now taken this route. Is that seriously? Is there no other route that can take? I don't care if it's connected to the same transport. It's fine, whatever. This one isn't so bad, and the pipes are actually, if anything, a bit neater than they were before. But this is ridiculous, and I really don't like it. If I just break that temporarily. Yeah, cannot find valid pillars placement. If I take you to there... Cannot find valid pillars. It will go there, okay. It will go there, okay. It doesn't want to go there. That's preposterous. But I can go there. And then it can't find valid pillars. Oh, because that goes down one. That's a bit neater. Not a lot neater, but a bit neater. So let's do that. Off you go. Yeah, cool. So we have more glass coming in, which means we are now making household goods again. So our Unity is doing all right. I have dropped a couple of the edicts down. So I've dropped recycling efficiency and maybe fuel efficiency. I don't know if that was up to 2, but I've definitely done recycling efficiency down just to try and get a little Unity boost. So we've got stuff to play with. Have we done anything else in your absence? Oh, I've bought another boat. Or another ship, I should say. Because you can continue... I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get any more, but you can continue buying them for trade. It just costs progressively more construction parts 3. But I've bought another one because I am terrified at the state of this mine. There is not a lot of iron ore left in here. If we bring up this... There really is not a lot of iron ore left in there. We are at some point going to come down here and start mining this. There's not that much iron ore in there either, really. It might seem like quite a bit, but it's not going to last very long. We have a huge amount over here, but we need to get this bridge here built. And maybe another bridge elsewhere as well. Maybe like one over here that comes down here somewhere. It's a shame you can't really build a nice diagonal, that everything's to this grid. But yeah, maybe do that at some point, just so we have easy access to that iron. Because we are going to get some trains going from here, which are going to... We have actually had trucks coming over here. Look at the truck marks. Truck marks? Yeah, that's fine. Train's going to come over there, and they're going to come over here. We've done a huge amount of dumping down here, which is looking beautiful. We've got quite a lot of land to work with here. This is just like our primary dump zone now. I don't know if I should take that off so they focus at the other bit. I might let them finish this off. But I mean, that is probably quite deep at that point, isn't it? Well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm going to let them finish off. And we're dumping some more dirt over here just to tidy this bit up. We still have the sour water to deal with. I have not increased the amount of PCBs we were producing, although that no longer seems to be an issue. So, yay. That's fixed itself. Maybe because we're not building the servers at the moment. Although the servers are what we were going to trade for iron ore, if I remember correctly. Yeah, servers for iron ore. So, you know, we're going to want to go on that again at some point. Trucks cannot get to here anymore. It's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. Yeah, I've had a few truck access issues. I've had to fix some belts over here and move some stuff around, which is why this steel belt now goes up like this and looks a bit stupid, so trucks can get to the steel, because we need steel to come over here for the medical equipment, it's called. Yes, so we can actually make medical equipment. So we can make the medic packs, medic supplies, that's what they're called. Yeah. Yeah, but now they can't get there, which is not ideal. I don't know where they would have gone before. I've moved this limestone back so that they could get to the construction parts too. But I haven't built anything or changed anything over here, so I don't know how the trucks would ever have got there. And I don't know what they're trying to build either, to be honest with you. Speaking of, we have done a bit of rearranging of the farms. I've decided we probably should rotate crops. It's probably a good practice. It's going to help with the fertility. We're not going to need as much fertilizer in there. And if we're not hitting the max fertility target, at least we will be doing some rotation to help. So I have rejigged all of the crops in all of these ones here, all these paused ones, just to make sure. I think we have covered all of the crops that we need. I think. So we've built a few more farms. We've got a little bit more unity. So can we build some more farms? We can build that many more farms. We've also finished building all of these belts along up to here. And then we need to decide on... So what I was doing when I realized I was not recording a video, because I'm a fool, was I was trying to get this waste processing side sorted. So I have moved it all up because we know this is where all the medical 3 is going to live, and we know there's nothing after medical 3. We also need to upgrade the ship, but that took a lot of something. That can wait. Let's bump it up speed-wise. So I have connected these into here. I had to have a slight bend in it just because the balances wouldn't fit because of the box there, but that's fine. So then where does everything else go? You have to connect up to that. So I'm just going to do that so I'm aware that that's where that goes. And then there is 2 more, which are these 2. Not you doing that. Thank you. I want the one on the bottom first. Let's just bring you up there so I know you're going there. And then you... you can only go to there because of belts. Because the belts didn't actually go that far before. Okay, that's fine. That probably means this might not need to. What was this connected to? This was connected to this, I'm guessing. Which is the output of the animal feed, which gets sent back up there, so we don't need... Okay, that is the right one. We don't need that anymore, which means we don't need that anymore. Beautiful. And then this one. Where is this one for? This is the... It's either the biomass or the animal feed, so that does need to come down there, actually. So I don't know how that one went through it before. So that's at height 1, that's at height 1. Really not too sure how that would have worked. Okay, but that's all of those. So what we need to do, I think, is just get rid of all of that. And all of that. And that, and that, and that. And that. What were you? You were probably connected to this bit over here. Okay, let's get rid of that. I probably shouldn't have deleted it. I probably should have kept it so I knew exactly what I was actually trying to balance out of there. But okay, that's fine. Let's copy this. Let's bring this over to here. Oh wait, are we going to need... What goes in here? Animal feed and stuff. You are all loose products. So all of the flat products just go straight into there. No questions asked. Okay. So we are going to want you to come up to here. We are going to want a flat balancer in here. You are going to connect to this. You are going to go to here. 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 I'm assuming that's what I had before. I'm assuming. I don't think we can burn flat products, so I don't know what else we would do with them. Yeah, anaerobic digester, assembler for food packs, and they're coming from the farm. So yeah, there's nothing else we can do with them, so that should be fine. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to grab this. We're going to bring this over here, and this will probably connect in there. What is an invalid connection exactly? Why do you have belts underneath you? I thought you didn't have belts underneath you. Oh, you do? I did not think you did. I think I deleted them from one end, but not the other. I mean, it probably would have been fine. I've done this several times. Yeah, got myself confused again. So if we pop you there. Yeah, because that's the flat belt there, which is confusing me. So we want to have you connected to there. And you are going to pull out potatoes, corn, wheat, and soy. So potatoes, corn, wheat, and soy. Soy, wheat, corn, potatoes. Is that literally the opposite order I said them in? I think it might have been. So you're going to pull those out. That's going to get applied to all of those. We'll just make sure it's gone over there. Yes. So that's all going to go down there into the anaerobic, into the mixers, sorry, which might need to be mixer 2s at some point. The rest of it's going to come out of here onto these belts, and that is going to go and connect down there. We have excess biomass coming out here. And excess animal feed coming out there. Yes, so we've got the animal feed and the biomass. We have... No, wait, do we need another one of these? Because we're done with those. We want to stick these in there. But can we deal with those anywhere else? I don't think we can we? This is like a last stop shop. Yeah, can be turned into animal feed or fuel gas, so that's fine. And if it's too much, then that just means we need to change something. So you're going to come here. Can you come down here? Yeah, I think that's probably a bit neater than that wibbly little pipe there. That's okay. So then we have all the flat foods taken care of. We have some of the U-belt taken care of there. Copper mine has nothing to mine. Oh, which does mean it is dug straight through there. Oh, that is wonderful. We need to put a little ramp in there, but good job, you. So you can now start looking at taking out all of that. And also, you know, that mountain. Not asking a lot. Not asking a lot. Just take out that massive mountain for me. Good job. Yeah, and then we've got the biomass and the animal feed. We've got this to burn the fuel gas. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to pump the fuel gas down there? We probably want to pump it down there. But anything that doesn't get used... So we want to come down to here, go down flat and over there, where we'll do something with you there. But we're going to want a balancer in... We might as well put it there, right? Let's hide it so we can never see it when we're looking for it. And it's going to be really awkward to click on every time. Oh, I'm such a genius. So you're going to prioritize outputting down there, but if you can't do that, you are going to come back up here into this mess somewhere. You're going to go there, you're going to come across here. So you are the excess fuel gas to be burnt in these. So what do we need here? Let's move this back. Let's move this back. Why is this here? Not sure. So we have the water coming in. Excess fuel gas. What are you? What are you? What are you? CO2. You're the CO2. Oh, which I know because I just got rid of the storage for it because it's right there. So we have water in, we have CO2 out here, and we have fuel gas out there. So what do we want to deal with first? I guess we want the CO2 last because these are going to generate CO2 as well. We're probably also going to want a... I keep looking at the time because I've been recording for ages, but it's only been like 15 minutes. We're also going to want a... is it not in waste management? Yeah, an exhaust scrubber. We're also going to want one of these. Because we do have a little bit of exhaust that's going to come out of these, so we're going to want to get rid of it. I don't think we have exhaust anywhere else. But let's try to minimize the exhaust we're generating, shall we? A high supply of depleted uranium. Okay. What size belt? It's a 2, so that should be fine. Not a lot else we can do with it, I don't think, is there? Or we can turn it into blanket fuel when we get to that stage, but that could be some time away. So for now, we're just going to continue storing thousands. We now have about 15,000 almost. Anyway, that's that. We still have a low supply of naphtha. I did pause a couple of these before, but we'll pause a couple more. We just want to make sure we have naphtha because we do need to make sure we're making rubber, although we are full of rubber. So, what do we need to build over here? So I thought we would need 1 assembly for food packs. We need 0 for cakes. I'm going to build 1 for cakes, just so if we have the excess coming out, we can do that. We need 2 flour mills. We need 1 baker for bread. We need 0 and 0 for the food packs, but I'm going to build them anyway. The sausages I'm actually not going to build because we don't have any, you know, chickens. That should be sugar. Yes. We need 5 of these for the corn mash. So for 5, I have no idea what height that is. I was just smashing the button and seeing where it went. So let's put that there. You connect to there. You connect to there. You connect to there, you connect to there. I probably could have done this in a nice sort of tileable fashion, but I haven't. Okay, we've got truck struggling to find something, so I'm just going to pause the game a moment. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. I didn't notice how many ethanol producers we would need. Okay, that's fine. How much ethanol do we need? So I said we would need... I'm sure I remember writing the word eth somewhere, but I cannot see it. So what is it that uses the ethanol? You do for the anesthetic. No, the disinfectant. Disinfectant. I needed one of those, so I need 9 ethanol. Does the ethanol get used anywhere else is a fantastic question. Anywhere else we care about, I suppose I should specify. No. No. So we need 9. So we need probably 2 to be safe. Okay. And then we're up to snacks. So we need 1 snacks. I feel like I already did the snacks. Did I think that was snacks? That was snacks. I've done snacks. Okay, that's fine. 3... I've got it down as soy, but it's tofu. That's fine. So 3 tofu, 1 for the oil, 3 because we also need this, and we're going to build those. We need 1 fermenter. It's not a fermenter. For the antibacterial. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing meat. We're skipping that. So you, 3 for the antibacterial. 2 air separators, which is not you. Or 1 chemical for the ammonia. So, cancel construction. I mean, don't... Just pause construction. There we go. And then we have 2 air separators. 1 chemical for disinfectant. 2 assemblies for equipment. 1 for med equipment 1, 1 for med equipment 2, 1 for med equipment 3, 1 for anesthetic, 1 settling tank, 1 mixer for something, and 1 for morphine. So if we look over there, that should be the morphine. Perfect. So that's all the stuff I think we need to get started. So what are you struggling to reach? It's going to be all this stuff, isn't it? This is mildly painful, but okay. If I just do the top row of everything, then we can just copy the settings to the other ones when they complain. We should do the chickens as well whilst we're here, because that's just going to complain as well otherwise. So let's do you, and you, and you, you, yes, you. Once it's all up and running, obviously those messages would not be there, but what I don't want is trucks trying to reach these places, saying they can't reach them so they don't take on other jobs, which is what I think they do. I don't like... None of these are in the right place. None of those are in the right place, I have just realised. So you're fine. So you go to there. Let me go to there as well, I suppose. You're all fine. You go to there. 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 That's fine. And the other ones don't complain, but we'll deal with that later on. In fact, you look like you are. I feel like you should be up one. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel that because I feel like that should definitely be all shifted up one, which is a mild inconvenience. I don't want that pipe up there. Or maybe I do want that pipe up there. Let's find out. So I want all of you, and I want you to be... yeah, there. And then that's not connected. That's fine. You shouldn't be connected. But we do need you to be connected. So let's get ourselves a loose balancer. You're going to go there, there, and there. Let's get rid of that. We need a flat... I said flat balancer, didn't I? Did not mean that. Connector, you there, there, and there. Get rid of you. You're going to go there. What is this? Oh, it's bringing the stuff from there. Okay, and that's all magically connected still. Fine. And then a fluid connector. There and there. Okay, so that's that side done. That side's fine. But you are all not very fine. You all need to be shifted. You all need to be shifted up a chunk. So you need to go... down one. You need to go there. And I've managed to shift you across one as well. No? We must have a little... oh, I've done something. I must have shifted across one. Do you know what? It's fine. It doesn't matter. So let's just disconnect you. Let's take you back to there. And in fact, we need to bring you back a bit, don't we? That's probably the easier thing to do. So you go down to there. You, height 1, magnet off, go to there and to there. I don't really like... I don't love that. But it's fine. Whatevers. Whatevers. So you do have to go up to that height. What height are you? Height magnet on. Height 3. So you, 1, 2, 3. So you could go there. Over to here. Connect into there, and then we'll just get rid of that bit. That's fine. Then we need to do a very similar thing, just put you back, just here. So you all need to be lined up here, which means you are going to need to change. How soon can you come down? Ooh, not quite soon enough. So let's get ourselves a loose connector now. 1, 2, 3. You're all connected apart from you. You didn't want to connect for some reason. And I think that should be that, because we've got one belt of stuff coming in. And then all the stuff going out. Excellent. Which just leaves you. So you are going to come up to here. We are going to line you up as well, which I think is there. Yeah. I don't... just wanted to use you. Yeah, okay. Everything's lined up. That's all that matters. Right. U-shaped balancer. Up. There. 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 Flat. I said balancer again. What is it with me? Flat connector doesn't want to go there. It says it's not going to connect because it's still on height 1. There, there, there. Excellent. You can all be pulled back to probably about there-ish. You are sending an output of compost. But you do need to be connected. Ideally, if you're being fancy about it, you probably want to be connected to the bell. Which means you need to come back some. Incompatible port on end. Well, that works. That's fine. Okay. And then we have this pipe, which we can just cut and pop there. No, you don't like it because that is there. Okay, that's fine. No, that is literally exactly the same. That's okay, because we can go from this end up to here. If we take you flat 1, and then there, you are still blocked. So you'd need to come flat to there. So we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of that and that. That's going to connect to there. That's already connected. And then this come out at height 1 to there. Just give me the connector then. 1, 2. Cool. So we have fuel gas out, which is going to go into something. We have compost out. Which is going to come to there. And I'm just going to put just some storages just so I know what they are. So you are compost and you are fuel gas. I know they're not connected. They are deliberately, well, not deliberately. They don't need to be connected. They're just there as a marker so I know what's going on. Okay, right, that's that taken care of. Then we have burning excess products. So let's do the CO2 first. Let's do the fuel gas. So you are going to come here. You can connect onto this pretty much directly, can't you? There's no reason for you to not that I can see. Apart from you have 2 inputs there and one of them's for water. So you are going to have to go there. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. And then we can copy those and we'll just put those there. Excellent. The CO2 is this one up here. So you're going to come out. You're going to go to height 5. You're going to go... You haven't connected to both, have you? No, because you don't like doing that for some reason. So we're going to make a pipe connector, and a pipe connector there, pipe connector there. Right. And then 5 magnet off. It was already off. So we're going to come to here. And we're going to come back. I'm going to come back. We're going to go down to here. And we're going to go to height 4. And then we're going to connect to that. Perfect. And then same with you. You're going to go to height 4. You're going to connect into that. We need water in. The water is going to come from here. Yep. So we're going to bring that just over here. And we're going to connect that to there, that to there, that to there, that to there. The fuel gas is going to connect to there, and to there, and to there, and to there. Excellent. Then we have a little bit of steam coming out. Are we going to do anything with that steam? I don't think so. Unless we need steam for any of this. We do not need steam for that. We do not need steam for that. So we're probably just going to vent the steam. So you produce high-powered steam, and you also produce high-powered steam. So we probably want to do you next. Yeah. Fine. Oh, they do line up. Nice. So you're going to go there. Then we're going to get a pipe connector there, 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 and there. And then another one there, and another one there. We then need both of these belts coming in. Yes, so these two belts, after this, could just be merged into one, couldn't they? So if we get rid of this for the moment, and then all of that, and then we put a loose balancer in here. That's not far enough, is it? No. Okay, so we put a loose balancer in. Do you know what, just come here first, and then go to height 1. Yeah, so I think there. Okay, so then a U-shaped balancer in there, you connect to there, and then we just output both of them onto that one, and then this one we can just get rid of. That makes that slightly neater. So you come over here at height 1, you're going to go to here, to about here, you're going to drop down to 0, and you're going to come down there, and then you're going to connect into all of these. Excellent. And then this is stupid. Okay, well, let's do the exhaust first. So the exhaust is going to come over here at height 2. That's going to come to here. We're going to get rid of that chunk of the CO2 pipe. So the high one is CO2. The low one, oh, I'm going to get myself confused because there's another one there. What's this one? Oh, that's fuel gas. So that doesn't need to... Wait. Yeah, fuel gas in. Why does that go over there? We have nothing else to do with fuel gas, do we? So it goes down here, hits a balancer. The balancer prioritizes going out to whatever. If we have excess fuel gas, it comes up here and gets burnt and turned into steam. We have exhaust coming out here. The exhaust scrubber produces CO2, so that's probably the thing we want next. So that's going to go here. This was the exhaust here. So this is going to come out at height 2. It's at height 3. It's going to come out somewhere. There we go. It's going to come up to here. It's going to come over, and it's going to come back down here. We're going to put in, we're going to flip, we're going to rotate, and we're going to give that a lot of space because that's got 3 separate outputs. Okay. And we also need water, which is... Oh, we also need water there. We don't have water yet, do we? So magnet on, water, 1, 2, 4, 5. Magnet off. You're going to come down to here. I'm going to give you a little bit extra. So water connects into there. Water connects into there. Water connects into there. Water connects into there. And then that one. Yep. And you into there. Okay, that's the water done. Then we need the exhaust, which is this one, I hope. So you have water and you have exhaust. You also need limestone. So you're going to go there. You are going to go there, unfortunately. Do we already have limestone? We have that. We have limestone all the way over here. Okay. So I'm going to copy you here. I don't want you to join. I just want you to try and get over. You probably need to go up to height 3. So you are going to come... At what point, when Mara's holding down shift, did you decide not to go straight? So we're going to be holding so much limestone just there. So you go there for the moment. You go from there to... Actually, can't join if not flat. Connect to this. What are you trying to do? There you go. That works, doesn't it? Okay, so that's the limestone in as well. Then we have the 3 outputs, one of which is CO2. Well, we already have CO2 somewhere. You output CO2, which goes to there. So that's just going to have to go out there, I think, isn't it? The CO2 is this one. This is getting quite busy, but there is a free spot at height 4. Yes. Which happens to be the height of the CO2 belt. So that works out nicely. In fact, we could have done that. Just tidied that up ever so slightly. Although no. Because also these, which is now way too close. Oh, okay. No, that works. Yep. Okay, cool. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. Okay, excellent. We are getting somewhere. So we have sulfur coming out of here on one of these belts. The sulfur is this belt. Well, we can use sulfur somewhere. Where do we have sulfur input? Right here. So we do also take the sulfur out to here. So we could just connect it to that and say prioritize using the sulfur there. How much sulfur do you make? 12 sulfur when you have 480 exhaust. When you have 480 exhaust. How long is that going to take though? And then the sulfur gets used. Nope. Here, 6. So you might make 12 every now and then. I think I'm probably just going to do that. I've already forgotten where the sulfur was. One of these. Can you go over that? Thank you. I think this one. Yes. So here, I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of that bit. I want a loose U-shaped balancer. Trying to connect into there. You're going to connect into there. You're probably going to have to go back a little bit. You are going to go down to height 0. Perfect. And we're going to say you're going to prioritize that input should you have input coming off there. As soon as that has to go in at height 2, it seems very silly to have that doing that. So let's come in at height 2 instead. You can connect straight in without having those weird little jumpy bits. Cool. That's the sulfur taken care of. The other thing we have is slag. Slag. Yeah, not a lot we can do with slag. Okay, do we already have a slag box? I feel like we do somewhere. Rock, slag. Right there. Okay, so you... I'm going to come out to here at height 1. You're going to come to here. You're going to go up to height 4, which should be 1 over that. It is. You're going to come to here. And then you are going to connect to that. So that is the slag taken care of, which just leaves the steam. So you produce low steam. And you produce nothing. You produce high steam. You two produce high steam. You produce low steam. So we are going to need some form of... And then, oh, I've been paused this whole time, haven't I? It's like, how much more can I build? But we've been paused because we stopped because they were struggling to reach something. But that should now be fixed. That's a long time that's been paused. Hull tank is struggling to find a destination it can reach. It was probably trying to reach something up here again, but you don't need to. Don't worry about it. It's all good. All good. How close are we to the edge? We've got a bit of room to expand should there be something else we think we need. So we need water, cooling tower, large? Sure. Sure. Why not? So you are going to come up to here. And then we are going to take our steam, which is not currently going anywhere. So the steam is going to come out. It's going to come up to height. How high can you go? Height 3. Is height 3 sensible? Yeah. If we take it to there, it'll get around that weird little fuel gas thing I did for reasons unknown to anyone in the world. And then we can get rid of that stupid little bend that I put in for no reason. Okay, cool. So you go there. You go there. You go there. You go there. And then you go there. And then you don't magnet for the minute. You go there. You go down there. And I'm going to put a separate connection in for these ones. That doesn't work because that goes against my sort of built-in ethos where these should come out to here and then they should go up and they should go along, and then they should go down. Just so if we expand at any point... Ah, yes. Okay, so that also doesn't necessarily work. So you actually need to come out at height 3. Height 2 is probably enough, actually. And then you can magnet down to there. And then hopefully you can connect nicely into there. You can. Wonderful. And then you connect to there. We should always build 2 of everything just to be sure, So you into there, you into there. And then we have the water out. I didn't want that. So the water out is going to come up to about here. That's going to hit a fluid balancer. We're going to prioritize that input. And you are going to go up to there. And we're going to get rid of that little bit there. You are then going to go probably a new pipe into there for the farm. So that's the farm's secondary water source. So we're going to bring water from over here somewhere, and we're going to bring that up here. And that's going to connect into there. So we don't need... I'm going to leave that there as a reminder again. Okay, I did say I was building 3 of everything, didn't I? And I've gone against that as well. I don't like that. I want 3 of everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if we're going to do these, we probably want 4 of these. Oh God, I'm sorry. And you cannot actually go there. Otherwise the balancers will complain about being too close to each other, but actually you can connect straight to that one, really, couldn't you? Yeah, you can just do that. Cool. You're going to go there. That's all fine. That's fine. You connect to... What do you connect to? Oh, you connect to that. Okay. And then you connect to that. You connect to that. And then you connect to that. I wish you'd done the bottom one first, just to make my life slightly easier. You connect to that. So those 2 are connected, those 2 are connected. We don't have these connected. So there should be, yeah, there's the other one. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just delete this and this. So you are going to be water. You are going to be exhaust. Same thing, delete, delete. You are going to be water. You are going to be exhaust. Yes. Cool. You are going to go there. You connect to that one. You connect to that one. Awesome. Right. I feel better about just having that little bit extra. And then we have the CO2. Finally have the CO2, which is the inputs on this side. So you need to go... what inputs do you need? Just carbon dioxide. So actually you could probably squeeze up a little bit more. What is this pipe? Colour me confused. I think that's steam. We have steam going... That's exhaust. So that's your exhaust, which has its own pipe. No. You should be connected to that. Okay, that's better. So then we just have the CO2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring that in over. Turn that off. Bring that in over this pipe. We need 3 of them. 2, 3. You connect to there. You connect to there. You connect to there. And then you produce graphite, and that's literally all you do. So you can come down here, you can come to there, and you can come to there, and then you just come all the way under here, and then you get a little box, and you, wrong one, hit too many keys, you are graphite. Oh my golly golly gosh, are we basically done? I think we are. Now there's a lot of belt upgrading that's going to have to happen. Once we can get this connect. Hello? Is the game just crashed? There we go. So can we get all of that built? Yes. And then this is... Oh, why did we never build that? We needed one of them. Then this is all the waste production stuff. So I'm just going to build 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them. Oh, hold on. Okay. Pause, 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 pause. Pause and pause. So otherwise trucks will be trying to get there, which trucks are trying to get to here anyway. Pause, pause. That's because we are low on construction parts. Unsurprisingly, that is the case. We have enough materials coming in. We are kind of struggling for concrete blocks a little bit. Which should be fine, shouldn't it? Because we are making 24 times 8, 192. Yeah, that should be fine. But we are probably lacking something then, I'm guessing. Fuel gas. We're lacking fuel gas. Yeah. Of course we are. Because we've got no blooming fuel gas. If I unpause that, can trucks actually get there? If I say... Yeah. Trucks can. And you still have the fuel gas recipe? You do. Then you produce depleted steam, which will be nicer. Which can go into there. Okay, cool. That's going to get that up and running fast, which will get more of those, which will get more of those. How is everything else looking? You are struggling to find a destination. Yeah. No, yeah, you would be. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Cool. We also have more farms to build, but just 2 more, and that's all the farms built. That's most of these belts built. That's all of these built. We just need... We can do that bit. We can do that bit. It is getting close. Can you feel it? So we've done all the storages. So what we do need to do now are all of the belts that we need. which is quite a lot of belts. And then also quite a lot of boxes. So we're also going to need that and just all of that. And that and that and that. And wherever this excess vegetables comes from. Wait, why is that connected there? Should that be connected there? I feel like that's food packs. Yeah, no, you should not be connected there. You should be connected there. Yeah, that's much nicer. Thank you. Also, you and you and you and you. All these tiny little bits, which are definitely all going to trip me up at some point. Okay, so for cakes, we are going to need all of that. And then that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and the beginning of... we are now out of something. Probably rubber, I'm guessing. Oh, no, actually, it's construction parts. Actually, it's construction parts. Okay, well, we are getting very, very close. What we do need is water. So we can probably just take this feed because why not? Yeah, so this can come over at height 5 because it doesn't matter. Did you jump over? Oh, you did. That's beautiful. And then come... I'm actually going to follow these, I think. So then you come to here. Hello. And then plug into... Quite why you were so weird about that, I don't know. And that would probably also have to be a 300 pipe, but we will see. So we now have water input up here. We can build this, we can build this, we can build this. Just that little bit extra. Can we build another one of these? Yes. Can we build one of these? Yes. One of those? No. Pause you. Struggling to find a destination it can reach. What did I not pause? Or did I not disable? You have no reason to be trying to reach any of that. You are trying to reach this, but it has trucks disabled. I'll tell you what we could do is actually pause all of the things that we've built so they don't start just costing us doodles of maintenance. That would probably make sense. And also, you need to be told not to accept stuff from trucks. Do you need that as well? Yeah, you do. You get that as well. Okay, so that should have hopefully stopped a lot of those complaining. I think they are sorting themselves out as they realise they are actually not allowed to go there. Amazing. Right. Dirt has been dumped and it looks largely beautiful. I see you, Blemish. I don't know what height we're going to bring this at. I don't know whether I might even... I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know. We're still dumping lots of stuff over there. Do we still have the occasional truck coming over here? No, we might want to start them focusing on that sooner rather than later. I didn't think it would take quite as long to get this done, but okay. Naphtha is looking wonderful again, but we haven't been warned about it yet, so that's fine. We'll just ignore that. We paused you for reasons. Let's unpause you to try and get a bit more fertilizer. Because, yeah, we're not making a lot of excess food. And I could do with more fuel gas. One, we need to keep these babies burning. Or we might need to move them If we're no longer making... Well, we make fuel gas in here somewhere, don't we? It does prioritize the output to those. To the boiler, technically, but I'm also fine with it prioritizing to the beautiful statues of maintenance that sit here. As you sail in past this bridge... I guess that's a good point. I suppose we could still build like other docks and stuff over there if we needed to, because they can come in that way. That's fine. A low supply of crude oil is kind of terrifying. Why are we out of oil? Because we don't have any vehicle parts. And we don't have any vehicle parts because we paused this belt 1,000,000 years ago. And never unpaused it. Stop it. I don't want you going there. Bad trucks. Oops. Is that an appropriate word to use? Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're not in dire straits. We have a lot of diesel and a lot of hydrogen. He says. I'm just going to pause that because I don't want our trucks to run out of fuel. But we do need vehicle parts over there now. Right now. Right this second. Why is nobody filling this up? Why is nobody filling this up? Fill it up. You telling me trucks can't reach you? I mean, trucks can definitely reach you, right? How would trucks reach you? Wait, how did trucks ever reach you? Because they could get through where the recycling is, but they can't do that anymore because I put a massive recycling plant in the way. Oh, bejesus. Okay. Vehicle parts 2 come in here somewhere? Yes. So we are going to put down another storage. This is going to be for vehicle parts 2. And we are going to take this. We're going to connect this to there. We're going to unity that. And then trucks are no longer allowed to go there. And we may as well get rid of that because trucks can never go there to collect stuff. So you may as well just output all of it at all times. Which I guess means we do feed these first, which is probably not a bad thing if we're trying to build vehicles. We haven't built any vehicles for a while, but we do need to because we've got another 18 we can build. We have a high supply of naphtha. Yep. Did I just pause something I shouldn't have? I felt like I clicked twice and I heard 2 clicks, but then nothing happened. Vehicle parts, please. We have vehicle parts. We have not very busy trucks. We have you needing vehicle parts. Why are none of my not busy trucks? Because all of my little trucks are busy. Please and thank you. You're quite important. Come on now. Come on now. We've got 100 parts in there. Someone go over there. Because the big boys can't. They're all just sat around with nothing to do. And we probably have... Yeah, we've got 300 in there. And none in there, obviously. Do I want to pause that one? No. Do I want to prioritize this first? Probably. Probably. Tell me someone's bringing vehicle part. What on earth is going on? Can trucks not get here? Trucks can definitely get here. Why is no one collecting the vehicle parts? You can definitely get there. You can definitely get there. Every time I see a truck coming up, I'm like, oh, he's going to come get some. It's going to become a problem soon. It's going to become a problem really, really soon. 2. It's now importance of 2. One of you's busy. Come and do your blooming job. Maybe I need more smaller trucks. I think that's what that's definitely telling me. So I am going to go and build... Nope. Build more smaller trucks. It's a priority of 2, but no one's doing it. Why? Because you're being told to store vehicle parts. It's another one of those moments when everyone's just at home looking at the computers going, obvious! It's so obvious, you idiot! Why can't you see what you've done, you idiot? Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I am more than aware. It's probably about time we got rid of these tester surfaces. It's not going to hurt getting more of the little trucks, though. Because although we like the big boys, the little ones are important. Right. Can we Unity that? No. Because I want to build it. Can I unpause the building? Why did I pause the building if it was already done? I don't know. We can pause you. Let's Unity you, and you. Yep. And then you. I think we only need one of those. Yeah, no, pause. And also, no trucks already. Do that. Let's just do this one as well before that one complains. And you already no trucks. You, no trucks. Thank you. Boop. Okay. We'll probably just build one exhaust scrubber because I cannot imagine for the life of me we will need more than that. What are we actually short of? Nothing. We've got enough now. We do not have concrete blocks. Nope. Because we are making all the construction parts in the world, but we do have hydrogen and fuel gas over here now. So we should be making these at maximum capacity. But we're not getting rid of the steam depleted because the pipe is full of CO2. So it can't do the hydrogen recipe because the pipe is full of CO2. Yeah. Okay. There is more... Yeah, that does need to be upgraded, doesn't it? So if they're doing 18 CO2 each and they're all outputting 18 CO2, that is more than 60. So that should now be able to get rid of... So there should never be stuff in here. Like, there should never be stuff in there. Aside from the fact that that needs to wait until it has... In fact, only 3 of them are connected, so that should be absolutely fine with that pipe. Yeah, aside from the fact that that needs 900 to actually exhaust... But it doesn't. It does it straight away. I don't know whether we'd be better off with... So that's empty. So that has finally got rid of it. So when it does exhaust, it does use it. Okay, so I think that's fine. So these should be running flat out if they're getting the concrete. Is that not enough concrete for you? Yeah, because you only use 3. That should be fine. 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. It should be fine. As long as these are all turning permanently, which they do seem to be, you should all be hunky-dory with concrete. You've even got a Mark II belt, which you definitely don't need. Okay, anyway. Well, that's an hour 15, so it's probably about time we start thinking about stopping. So, I am loving the lack of alerts. That is beautiful. Oh, did I tell you I bought another ship? I think I did tell you I bought another ship. I think I did. We have vehicle parts coming in here. You now have 181. You need 187. So you should hopefully have enough parts. But you keep going. But you have enough. Oh, in fact, you've already gone and come back. Oh. Fair play. All right, don't worry about it. You do you, my friend. You do you. And off you go again. Okay, cool. Don't know what was going on there, but that's fine. I'm all right with that. So rubber is horrendously full. So where did we get to with building stuff here? So we got the belts down this. We need to build that one. Then we need these. So we need this one and this one and this one. And then we need... Well, let's be a bit more careful with this. Yeah, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. We also need this pipe and we need this one. And then we need this. Which means we need this and this. And this and this. And this. And that little one is going to try and trip me up. And that balancer and that belt. We're getting there. And then here we need this and we need this. We need this pipe and this pipe and this belt and this belt and this belt and all of those belts. And that balancer, and that box and that belt and those. Now we have a low supply of that. So. Pause. Maybe I should just pause one of them and to see if it actually balances out like that. Right, let's get a few more of these done before we call it a day. So we have the bread coming in. So we want you coming all the way up. We want you and you. You are connected to something. Yep. Yes, you are. Meat, I think that might have been. Where on earth did I get to? You and you, I think. Right, so we've got you, we need that. Oh my word, all these piddly little pieces. And that built, and that built. It probably wouldn't hurt if I just built like all of the belts and stuff. I'm just trying to I don't have a lot of Unity or a lot of construction parts. I'm just trying to be sort of sensible about it. I mean, Unity's doing okay now, which probably means I could put on some more of the edicts. And then there's you, and you are going to need this balancer, which means you're probably going to need this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Hello. And that, which does actually go up a long way somewhere. We'll get to that later. Okay. We're not building any of these. Sausages. No, we're not. Okay. So these we have 3 of. I do want to pause that one. So that means we are going to need all of these, and we are going to need all of these. Over here, we're also going to need those bits. That will probably help. We're going to need this, and we're going to need this. What is this one that is not built? Yeah, we do need you, and we do need you, and you, and you, and you. No, we don't actually need you because we're not building you because you're the sausages one. That's fine. But we do need you and you. And you know they ought to do with the sausages, so we don't need you. But we do need all of that. I think and hope. Because I just built it. So we're going to need you. Over here we're going to need this. We're going to need this, which is connected to that. And that. And then we're going to need all of that. And all of that. And we're going to need to pause you. And then we need you and you and you and you and... Actually, not any of you. That's fine. But we do need you and you. Okay, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We need all of you. And you. And over here, we need you. And you, and you, and you, and you. I need you, you, and you. Look, yeah, I thought there's a little bit there that hadn't been gotten, but we have gotten you now. And then we need you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And both of you. And then wherever you're going. And you, and wherever you're going. This pipe, I think we need this pipe as well. So let's build some more of that. Then over here we need this, and we need this, and we need this. Which means we need all of this belt. And all of this belt. I thought I was going to run out of bits a long time ago. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have started this at the end of the video. I probably would have left it. I didn't need to go down there for that one, but it's all right. So you connect to that, which is now being built. I think we need all of that built. We need you. We need... I feel like... I think we got it. I think we got it. So we need you. And we need you. And then we need all of you. And we need all of you. And we need you. And we need you. And we need you. Oh, nope, we need you. And then you and you. You do we need? Not necessarily. Okay. And then we need you and you and you. Which means we need you and 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 you. Okay. Is it? I don't know. Do I just go like build everything? Am I just at that point now? I feel like I am, and if it builds too much, it builds too much, because I mean we need all of that, so that's at least a nice easy one, which probably means we need that and 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 whatever's under there, but I don't want to get that sausage belt. I think we've just run out of bits. I think we've just run out of bits, and we've ran out of places to dump products by the look of it. Yeah, insufficient materials for that one. But we could do a little bit over here, can we? Yep. So we're going to need you, and we're going to need you, and we're going to need... What are you for? The actual tofu. So we're going to need you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And where do you go? You go onto that one. Oh, because you go to to one of the boxes. Okay. Can we do that? Yep, sure. Okay, why not? Really didn't think it would take this long. I apologize to everyone out there who thought you'd be having a wonderfully exciting end to this video. I'm just going to do that. I just think we're going to need all of this, right? chickens we are going to skip. So that's something we can quite comfortably skip. And steaks we are going to skip. Which brings us to here. And here. And here. And here. Which means we need this belt. I think we've hit another belt we couldn't build. Okay, but we are getting there. Okay, we'll leave it there then. No available place to dump products. No available place to dump products. Block due to full output because you're full of rock because you have nowhere to dump products. Still says low naphtha. Do I want to pause another one of these? I guess so, if you have low naphtha. We have plenty of hydrogen again though, so that's fine. You have all finished dumping there. That looks beautiful, which means we have lots of trucks coming over here to dump, which is also beautiful. Do we want to make this wider for trains? So if we were coming with a train up here... Oh, so the developers do know how to make a lovely slope. So that's one, isn't it? So we'd need one coming the other way. Does that work? Can it go there? Doesn't look like it should, does it? It definitely doesn't. So we'd have to go there. That leaves a fair bit of room if we put 2 tracks there. If we did 1 back and 1 forth, which I don't think we actually need 2 tracks. I just wanted to see how much space it takes up. Oh my word. That is insane. Definitely got enough space there. How big is this one? 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. Obviously over there we got loads of room. Okay, so that is really the main place for you to be dumping products right now. I mean, so there is somewhere for you to dump products. That's the thing. So you've just realised there's space there, but you're all just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Why are you all just driving around in random little directions over here? It's cause probably... Yeah, it's because of this. So as soon as there's a truck there, it's like it can't do it. So maybe we should flatten this out. I'm going to do that in the hope that it means more trucks can get through there. So let's bring... Where's the flattenatorial of... What time is it? Oh my god, an hour and a half. I was really like, oh, I'm going to be a lot faster this time. The flattenatorial of speed. That's who we want. So you are going to come over here. You are going to get rid of that. And hopefully that means people will be able to dump more products. Because I don't really want to continue filling this in. I want this bridge built over here. I want to get over here. I want access to this island. I want to destroy all of the trees. I want to be known as destroyer of trees, leveler of forests, burner of wood, all those titles. I want them all. I want all the trees gone. I also want access to the uranium. I also want access to this giant iron mine and this giant coal mine. That would be lovely. And then we can start thinking about building a bridge over to this bauxite and quartz island over there. But yeah, I want all of this. Quite how we're going to nicely tunnel up through there, don't really know. Maybe we'll end up like building a little bit of land over here to come up here just so we don't go through that directly. Don't know yet. We'll think about that. We'll think about that. Cool. All right. Time to finish up. So, autosave. Yes. Productive video. Filled in lots of land here. Like, I mean, lots and lots of land there. We have stored all the slag in the world for sour water, but we've done nothing about doing sour water yet. We had a minor issue where we didn't have vehicle parts for the oil, but that has been sorted. We've got plenty of sand in from the quartz. That's doing fine over there. This belt is backed up massively. Those buckets are full. Steel is fine. Electronics are all fine. Construction parts are quite low, but that is to be expected. We have got 5,000 rail parts. That is excellent. I'm even tempted to double up because I think we're going to need a lot of them, but we'll come to that. We have piped water up to here, so we have water in all of these pipes. That pipe definitely needs to be bigger all over the place, but we'll get to that as well. We have planned out all of the waste processing for the farm thing. We have started building all of the little components that we need. We just need to build a few more actual buildings, and then no one's ever going to get to you, so pause you. And then we are working our way through getting all of the belts built that we need. And then, of course, we need to do all of these belts pretty much. I mean, apart from 2 of them, we don't need the sausage and the meat one, but I don't know if it's just going to be easier just to do them all. And once all those belts are in place down here, it'll be time to start saying, let's delete all of this. Let's delete all the food production. Let's extend this out. 2, 3. Yeah, get rid of all the food production. We can do 5. We won't be able to do this one quite yet, I don't think, because that's going to be in the way of all the water stuff, which is going to be its own separate concern as to what we're going to do with that. Maybe we build like a little water. Maybe like here, like a centralized water thing, which has all the water inputs and outputs and balances stuff nicely, because that's quite centralized, and this is going to probably be quite an unused area. I quite like that idea. I quite like that idea. As a reminder for myself, fluid storage. Water, and hopefully I remember why I put 4 massive tanks of water there. I don't know. We'll see. Honestly, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. Cool. Well, lots of stuff done today, partly because I spent an extra like 30, 40, 50 minutes recording because I forgot that I wasn't recording. Yeah, rookie mistakes. What can I say? You don't need to worry about any of that. That's fine. We could probably look to upgrade you maybe next time. That would be quite good. We've got more flu coming, another severe one. Household goods are back up to max though. That's good. Food's just slightly off. Computing's there as well. Maybe we need to look at doing household appliances at some point. I was going to look what the recipe was. I'm not going to do that because that would be silly. Start again, me. Okay. Hope you continue to enjoy Captain of Industry. If you are, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those amazing things. I will see you next time. And as always, thank you so very, very much for joining me.